Hello my friends, Stephanie Barnard at the Stamps of Life, and we're so excited to be here today. Now chances are, or hopefully, you did purchase the kit for today's craft along. We're going to have a wonderful time and I'm going to show you how to make this awesome, fun, flip it card, but with a twist because it also has a hidden panel so you can write your fun message. Now, if you did not receive or you did not order the craft along kit for this, you can find the information on the website and you can click on that and it'll tell you all the items that you'll need to make this card. Now, if you did purchase it, great, we get to craft along together, which is really fun. And if I go too fast, don't worry because you'll be able to pause this, you'll be able to rewind it, watch it again over and over again. So if I go a little too fast, don't worry, you'll get to watch it over and over again. Now, this is my fun little card. It says big hugs and we're opening it, then it says love you. But then, like I mentioned, it has this hidden panel. Now, why did I design a flip it card and then say, oh wait, something's wrong with it because there's nowhere to write? Well, exactly. I designed the flip it cards years and years ago. And they were really fun, but people would come up to me at conventions and just different tournaments and stuff, and they'd say, you know what, Stephanie, it's great, but there's really nowhere to write. You know, like if I write here, then people will see it. I could write on the back. And I said, well, you know what? You need to do the hidden panel. And they all said, wait, what? And I said, oh, okay, I need to start doing videos on that. So that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna show you how to take your flip it card to the next level. Now, flip it cards, this will work on any of my flip it dies except the ones that have the fancy edges. And I think there's like 3 or 4 that have that fancy edge. All of the others, this technique will work on. So the squares, the heart, there's circles, there's a whole bunch of other ones. It will work on this, on those, okay? So here we go. What we're gonna do first is, as I mentioned, we're gonna use the square flip it die set. Most of the dies that we're gonna use today are actually in this kit. However, we also used the dotted hearts and that was on our website as well. But you're gonna see, you're gonna get a ton of dies with this one. Now, if you don't want yours to say big hugs, that's okay. You don't need it to. It could say happy birthday or thank you. That's up to you. So you get to take a little bit of creative license here and change it to your satisfaction, to what you would want it to do. The most important part is how we are gonna make that hidden panel. You're gonna take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I'm gonna actually bring my machine in here so you can really see up close and personal what that looks like. So here I have my machine. I'm gonna put my cardstock down and I'm gonna get my biggest die. And just so you know, we all are also on the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions and we're on the chat. We can answer them right away. So here's my big hugs and I keep them in my handy dandy storage envelopes so I don't lose any of the pieces because that's really important to me. So I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna get the biggest die in the kit. That's the most important die. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this die and I'm gonna do this. This is the most important part. You will need, actually you can use these in the smaller machines because they will fit, but it's a little tight. So if you have a wider machine, my machine's almost 9 inches. If you have a wider machine, that's better. If you have a 6-inch machine, it still will work, don't worry. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our die down, and this is the thing I want you to remember. Small piece of cardstock, small piece of the die. Big piece of the die, big piece of the cardstock. Okay, so let's look at that again. Small part of the paper, small part of the die. Big part of the die, big part of the paper, okay? That's your trick. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bone folder. You can use a stylus, you can use pretty much anything, and I'm just gonna kind of score this. Notice my die is a little bit at an angle. It's not perfectly through the machine. You don't want it to be a speed bump for your machine. So it's a little bit at an angle, and I just kind of scored it a little, and now I'm gonna fold it on that score line. So it's a little crooked on purpose, and I'm scoring that down nice and neat. Now I have a fold here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my die and I'm gonna put it a little, I'm gonna exaggerate it at first so you can see. There's my fold, here's my fold, and now I'm going to bring my die in so my die is just on the outside so I can just see through there, okay? I can still see my cutting pad inside here. And what I'm gonna do just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere, I'm going to grab a piece of washi tape. Here's some. Got to find my washi tape first. So I'm going to grab a piece of washi tape. Usually I actually have some on my machine, and for some reason it's not there today. So I'm going to grab a little piece of washi tape just to make sure that die doesn't move. And we're just gonna lay that down right there. I can still see, and I'm gonna lay that down right there. Now I'm ready to die cut. I'm gonna run that through a little bit at an angle. Oh my goodness. Just like that, I'm gonna run that through. And I'm gonna have my die cut with my hidden panel. So that extra little fold technique is what's gonna give us our hidden panel. So I'm gonna take all this out, lift this up. Now, here's the trick. What I have here, and we're gonna lay our die on it so we know. This is my die cut, my main die cut. This is my main part of my card. This extra piece is part of my hidden panel, but there's a little extra on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of my scissors, and on the score line, I'm just going to trim right there and right there. On the piece that looks a little funky dunky, that can see how it was cut funny, that's the piece. Now I have my fold it. Now, I'm sorry, my flip it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fold it. I have my hidden panel already folded. Do this in the air. Don't do this on the table, because if you do it on the table, it's not gonna fold. Hold it in the air, big bottom, little top. We're gonna fold it in half towards us on the score lines, the die already created. Take the top flap and fold that up on the other part of the score lines, and then turn it to the left. The little side is always on the left, LL little left. And there I have my flip it, but wait for it, because look, I have my hidden panel. Isn't that awesome? I know, right? I know. So hit flip it card, open it up, and there I have my hidden panel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our machine over, because all of my other items are already die cut. But I will tell you, when you die cut your layering pieces, actually let's go ahead and die cut some layering pieces so you can actually see what we're doing. I have my pattern paper, and I'm going to die cut. I only need one layering small die, but I'm gonna need quite a few of my bigger ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to layer this so I can get both of those, and I'm just gonna lay that down right there. Actually, I'm gonna lay this one the opposite way, and I'm gonna die cut this one, okay, just like that. So now I'm gonna have two of the large one of the small one. I'm actually gonna need three altogether. I'm gonna need three large ones altogether, but one of them is going to be white, so I can actually have a place to write. So I'm going to run those through. I did the patterns opposite. I don't know if you even saw that, because I kind of didn't really talk about it, but let me show you. When I ran this through the machine, let me drop that. Let me bring it over here so you can really see it. When I ran this through the machine, let's grab that piece, the patterns are opposite. So this loop is going this way, this loop is going that way, because one of these is going to need to be the opposite way. So now here we have all our pieces, and I also die cut already one big piece of white. Okay, so you're going to die cut 3 large, 1 small. 3 large, 1 small. One of your large ideally is going to be a lighter color, so you'll have a place to write. Okay, I'm going to take all of that, and I'm going to move that off to the side. So those of you that are die cutting, 3 large total, 1 small. And now let's get our secret weapon over here so we have a place to work. So now what I'm going to do is I have my card folded. Okay, let's do our fold again really quick. Those of you that kind of missed that a little. Our hidden panel is up, and we're going to fold it in half towards us so our corners line up. Take the top flap and fold that up, and then turn it to the left. Now, we are going to decorate the outside of our card, not the inside, not the square piece yet. Don't decorate that yet. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab our little piece here, and we are going to add some adhesive. Now, those of you that are club members, you already know this, but club members save an extra 15 or 20%, oh, of course it runs out, 20% on our website for being a club member. So if you're in the club, you're going to save an extra 15 to 20% off of everything on our website. Can you imagine? That means Spellbinders machines. That means Gemini machines. That means home decor calendars. That means all our stamps, all our dies, all of our inks, all of our blocks, all of our paper pads, all of our card stock. Can you imagine? It's like a sale every single day at the Stamps of Life if you're a club member. Now, if you're not a club member, don't worry, we can fix that. The club is only $11.95 a month, and that includes a new stamp set each month. And then as a club member, you get that 15% discount. Now, some of you are saying, oh, I love stamps, but I want the dies that match. And let me show you a sample really quick. So this is our January sample, and because a new month is coming, on the first of the month, we always ship new ones. So you definitely want to make sure you sign up by the 1st to get that new one. But this is January's, and so if you sign up in January, you will get this set. It's a cute little aquarium, and these little pieces are separate, and it came with all of this fun stuff. But Die Hard, this is the stamp club. Die Hard Club members got the same stamps and the dies that match. So they got all of these fun stamps and all of these dies, and they even got a freebie die, because every once in a while we like to throw out freebies to our club members. And this is a fun one that says 2021, and it's a heart to go on the back of your cards that you make this year. Isn't that fun? So Die Hard Club members get the same stamps as the Stamp Club and the dies that match. And everyone that's in the Stamp Club or the Die Hard Club is getting a 15% discount on our website. Now I'm going to add this piece right here. Now you do remember I did say you could also get 20% off. We have another club, that's the Kit Club. It's a box of goodies sent to you every month on the 15th. Now it's full of all exclusive products. It has paper pads, it has a paper pad, it has a different stamp set, it has a lot of dies in it, it has like ribbons, it has stickers, it has cardstock, it has a storage envelope. It is chock full of goodies. And that is shipped on the 15th of the month. It's charged on the 15th and shipped the next business day. If you are in the Kit Club and the Die Hard Club, meaning you get 2 pieces of Happy Mail a month from us each month on the 1st and the 15th, that means you're actually in the Whole Enchilada Club. But I didn't really know how to spell enchilada, and can you imagine having to type out a Whole Enchilada Club every single time you wanted to talk about it? So we changed the name to the Gold Club. So Gold Club members don't save 15% on our website. They actually save 20% on our website. So yeah, imagine that, a 20% sale every single day. Now, is that sometimes people say, oh, is that just one-time purchase? No. Every time you purchase on our website, as long as you're a club member, you're getting that discount. The best part about the discount is it starts immediately. The minute or the second you sign up for the club, boom, you're getting that discount on our website. So you don't need to wait for us to contact you and say, okay, it's good now. Nope. The second you sign up, it's ready. That discount's waiting for you. So I'm going to add these panels. And I ran out of another adhesive. Today is run out of adhesive day, I guess. Okay. And I'm going to add some more here. So I'm just giving you time to catch up to doing what I'm doing, right? Now I'm going to add this right there. Now, we're going to need to cut out some hearts, and lucky for me, I've already cut out all my hearts, but you're going to need to cut out some pink hearts. You get to pick. On my card, I have lots of light pink, I have glitter paper ones, and I even have a silver one, I have pink, and I have this fun one where the hearts go on the inside. So I've already die cut those, and I'm going to show them all to you here. So go ahead and run quite a few of those through. You don't need to have the same number as I have, because you know what? Every card is going to be a little different, and that's good. That is good, right? Now you're also going to add your little Love You on the inside on aqua cardstock, or actually that's our ocean, but I have all of my fun little hearts right here. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to grab some scrap paper, and I am going to add some ink to the edges of these hearts because I love to ink. And I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to grab my blending brushes. Imagine getting 15 to 20% off the Sue bag that I use for my blending brushes and getting a discount on the blending brushes themselves. You guys, it's like we pay you to be club members. It's awesome. Every couple months, we like to send out freebies. Every couple months, we love to just do little fun things like that. And also, if you stay in for a year, on your anniversary month, you get a $15 gift certificate to our website for the Stamp and Die Club, a $25 gift certificate to the website for the Kit Club. I know, isn't that awesome? And we just like to have fun things. We also give referral bonuses if you if you tell a friend about us and you're a club member, we also have club points for our club members, so you can redeem those for product and or special club point items. So it's lots of fun. So here I'm just adding some fun inking around the edges of my little hearts. Inking is one of my favorite things to do, just because it just changes the dimension of your hearts, or of any project that you're doing. It just kind of adds a little bit of special kind of oomph to it, if you ask me. So I just like to add a lot of ink, and I'm going to add some to this big heart so you can see the difference. Let me pull that up for you so you can see the difference. Look, these are inked, and this is not inked. Same color cardstock. Can you believe that? Not inked, inked. Big, big, big difference, if you ask me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up this other heart. And now, if you don't have the dotted hearts, this would work just as well with regular hearts. So that's okay. And we're going to add this and get some more on there. To me, more is more. But I always like to start a little bit slower just in case. Okay, so now I've added some ink to my fun heart. Oh, that one needs more. I need to see some more on there. Sometimes I don't do it more than just on the edge. Now, I also, when I ink, I always use a little ink pad, my mini inks. I never use my big ink pads. Why is that? Because just in case, if I get a little tiny hair or a little tiny piece of fuzz on my big ink pads, then when I go to stamp, I'm gonna have that fuzz on my stamp now, and it's kind of like, not ruined, but it's like, it's gonna mess up the image. But if I use my little ink pads, then I don't have to worry about any extra pieces of fuzz or anything, because they're just for inking. Now, the great part about these inks is the refill works for the little ones and the big ink pad, so you'd use the same refills. Okay, so I have my cute little hearts, and now I'm going to do the same thing to my ocean colored cutout. So you might call it turquoise or aqua. So I'm just going to run this through my blending brush to get some fun piece colors on here. And we're just going to add some more. Now, don't forget, we are on the chat, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I know it might seem like I'm going a little fast. We get a certain amount of time, and so I got to make sure I get it all done. But don't worry, never fear. You'll be able to watch this over and over again to your heart's content, and that way, if you've missed a step or you missed what I was saying, that's okay. You'll be able to watch it again. So you can just kind of skip over that part and then come back to it. So now you've cut out a lot of hearts, right? You've cut out your pink hearts, your glitter hearts. That silver glitter is one of my favorites. It just is so gorgeous. And I like to add extras on the corners when I get corners. And we're going to add a little bit more. Okay, I think we're good there. So now I have lots of pieces, lots and lots of pieces. The first thing I'm going to do, let's get some of those off to the side. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pink here and a light green, light blue right there. Now, these do not have adhesive on the back, but on the back of these, I did add adhesive sheets already. We sell adhesive sheets that look like this, and we're going to run one through just so you can see it in action, because it's really important. So let me grab a piece of cardstock, and actually let's use the blue so we can really do this for real. So here I have my blue cardstock. It's actually our ocean. I'm going to peel it says peel here, so you don't have to worry. And there's a little tiny lip here on the edge, so you don't have to get your fingers icky. So you're going to peel this off. The part you peel off is trash. And then you're going to take this and put it sticky side down on the back of your cardstock, or either side of your cardstock, because cardstock doesn't have a side. Now, to make sure I don't accidentally die cut in the wrong spot, I like to trim this down, because if I turn this over and I die cut, I'm going to die cut in the wrong spot. So now I know this whole sheet is cardstock. I'm sorry, is a sticker. Now right here I did miss a little piece. I'm not going to worry about that, but all of this is a sticker now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my dies, and the fun thing about these dies is they allow you to drop in pieces. So here I have my square die. Let's see if you can see that on camera. Let's bring it in camera on a little better. So here I have my square die. And then what I'm gonna do is I am going to add the big hugs. And don't forget, I could say thank you, I could say happy birthday, or I could say big hugs. I'm gonna lay that down if I wanted to. There's also another die in here that I could use that has the little bumpies on it, but I'm not gonna use the one with the little bumpies. I'm just gonna use this one. And again, I wanna make sure that it's centered. If you don't have a magnetic platform, you're gonna wanna tape it down just to make sure you don't get any crooked dies. And I'm gonna lay that down. And now I'm gonna run this through the machine. Easy peasy, right? Now, oh, and it just moved. Isn't that funny? Okay, so let's lay that down. Don't move this time. Lay that down. There we go. And we're gonna run this through. Now I'm gonna have the adhesive on the back, which is really handy. And I'm gonna pop this out, and we're just gonna give it a flick or two, but don't worry, all the pieces will come out. Then I'm gonna peel the back up. Now I already did this one because I've already added ink to it, so I'm gonna peel this one up. And I'm just peeling it up. Look, imagine trying to add adhesive to all those little pieces. No way, Jose. Now, I also die cut 2 white squares, just this outside square by itself. I die cut that one by itself twice onto white. And now I'm gonna lay this down right on top of that white square. And there you can see my cute little big hugs. Isn't that cute? So I have my little big hugs on there, and I'm gonna fold this up a little bit, and I'm gonna add that right to the front. Oh, this one actually has adhesive on the back too. Look at that, handy dandy, huh? And I'm gonna add that right there. Always make sure you fold your Flip It before you decorate the inside pieces, the center pieces, because you wanna make sure you're decorating the right ones. Okay, so let's add our cute little hearts that I started to talk about, and then I changed my mind. Okay, so we're gonna add our fun hearts right here. There's one. And then we're gonna add here, there's another one. And then we're gonna add a big silver glittery heart. Glitter, life is better with glitter if you ask me. I love glitter. And anytime I can add glitter or foil cardstock or foil paper, it just kind of changes my mood. I just love it. And I have a couple little pieces in here that are stuck. So let's grab it out really quick. Sometimes those little guys like to stay. They like to stay around. Whoops. You know, there we go. And one here, whoops, one there, and one there. There we go. Whoops, one more. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna add this guy right here, just like that. We wanna add just some fun stuff. Now, I also have my Love You that I put inside a dotted heart, and again, I have my adhesive on the back. I'm gonna peel this up. Usually that takes away most of the little dots if you have any extra dots. And of course, this time they're left 4 behind, but that's not bad considering how many are there, because there's all those fun things. And I have another white square already cut. So I'm gonna lay that right in the center, just like that. And then I'm gonna add this to the inside of my card. Easy peasy. Look at that, you guys. Look at how fun that is. Okay, now we are going to add some more hearts to our card. We're gonna add a cute little pink one right here, but I think I'm gonna add some adhesive foam to the back of this to make it pop up a little. Now we sell adhesive foam in big sheets. Actually, here it is. This is what it looks like. It's in 6x6, but mostly what we do is we use them for our shaker cards. Here's an example of a piece cut out of one of my shaker cards. I save every extra little piece of these because it doesn't matter what color, what size or what shape or anything your pop-ups are on your behind your items, because no one can see them. So you don't have to buy those circles anymore, the squares anymore. No, you just buy this adhesive foam and use whatever leftover pieces you have. So technically you're using your trash, which is even better, right? So I'm gonna add my cute little heart right here. And I'm gonna add I'm gonna add a little bit of foam tape under this one. Just like that. And I'm gonna add this. I like to add little pop-ups just because they kind of just change the dimension of everything. They just make it a little bit more fun. And we'll add a little one to this one on the front as well. And there we go. And we're gonna add this guy right here. Now we're almost done. I do wanna add a little tiny piece of ribbon. When I add ribbon to these cards, what I really like to do, it looks like I have some extra hearts. I can put those back in my little stash of goodies. I like to add ribbon to this piece right here because it really just seems to add quite a bit to it. And it just kind of like is a good place to put a ribbon. So I'm gonna tie a bow. And this ribbon is very, very thin. You can use any ribbon you have. And I'm going to move the legs of my ribbon to make it a little smaller, a smaller bow. And there we go. Now, if you're not familiar with our company, I highly recommend you go to our website, thestampsoflife.com. I want you to check it out. Every product has a video. We've just released a new home decor line, and you can see some of that behind me. More home decor items are coming. And we, of course, our fun clubs. We have a awesome Facebook fan page, and that's really fun because if you ever want to know the ins and the outs of the Stamps of Life, they all know most of the secrets, and they'll tell you when new things are coming out or when the website has new items on it. They are usually the first to find out and to tell everybody, so it's kind of fun. We don't run it. Some awesome fans of ours run it, but it's really a fun place to be. And now look at this, my friends. We have our cute little card. We're going to open it up. Love you. We're going to open up our hidden panel. The hidden panel is also a great spot to add a gift card if you want to write your message, because when it's closed, no one's going to see that message, so it's not going to ruin your beautiful card. But when you open it up, you can have your little message in there and you can say whatever you want. Now there's one thing missing from this card. One thing. I'm going to let you look at it for just a second, and I want, you know what, we're going to add a little heart to the side right here. We missed a heart right there, so we're going to add this heart right there. Didn't do that. Now that's not what was missing. I want you to still think, after I add these hearts, what is still missing from my card? I want you to think about that for a second, and I'm going to tell you what is missing. What is missing from my card? That is my signature on the back. Now, I jokingly call it a tramp stamp, but you need to tell people that you made this card. You need to make sure you get adequate credit for making this gorgeous card. So we actually design and have personalized stamps on our website. So I have quite a few over here. You're definitely going to want to go to our website and design your own. You can use one of our icons. You get to pick kind of the font. So here I have one that says a little butterfly, and it says a one-of-a-kind design by Stephanie. Here I have one that says one of a kind by Stephanie Barnard. Here I have one that says created by Stephanie. Here I have a lot. Here I have one that says made with love by Stephanie. Oh, and this one's probably perfect because it has a heart and this one has hearts. So I'm going to use that one, but I have more. I have lots. Here's one that says happy birthday designed by Stephanie, and it has a cute little present on it. So there's lots of options. In fact, here's one with a cross, and it says limited edition by Stephanie Barnard, blank of blank, so you can actually fill in what number. But I'm going to use that heart one because I have hearts on the front of my card, and that kind of coordinates well, don't you think? And I'm going to ink that up. And if you don't want an icon, you don't have to do an icon either. You can do just words. You can have it say anything you want as long as it's not a bad word. That's my rule. And I'm going to stamp that right there. And now my card is officially complete. Let's look at it one last time. Don't forget, all of these items are available on our website. If you're a club member, of course, you get that club discount. If you join the club today, not only are you going to get that club discount immediately, but you're also going to get a free stamp set and a free die set for joining, which is really fun. It's kind of like your sign-on bonus. So here's my cute little card. Love you, big hugs. Love you, big hugs. We're going to open it up. I can write my message. I got all my pretty hearts. And then on the very, very back, I have my personalized stamp that says made with love by Stephanie. So now they know I really made it. So I'm going to get credit for it. Isn't that awesome? Thank you so much for joining me on this fun adventure of making a hidden panel square flip it. Don't forget, we have a lot of other flip its on our website. We have lots of different shapes, lots of different everything. And we're even coming out with a 5x7 one pretty soon. So make sure you keep your eye out on that one. Again, thank you so much. And I hope to see you at our website, thestampsoflife.com, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.